Hey everyone, welcome to another video. We are continuing our review on the book 12 Rules for Life by Dr. Jordan Peterson. And first of the rules that we are going to cover today is something which is crucial to our personal growth, which is having the art of genuine conversation. And Dr. Peterson believes psychotherapy as having genuine conversations, and it is very hard than it appears to because it requires a genuine curiosity and suspension of judgment. And there's a way actually we can test it out of whether we are conversing with someone and having a genuine conversation or not is by asking that person that whether we describe their feelings and ideas accurately, and we would be surprised how many times we have misunderstood. Now there are three main buckets of conversation that are there in which we do in our daily lives, which are not genuine conversation. First of which is where listeners are just trying to wait for their turn to speak. They're just trying to seek validation rather than having a genuine connection with the speaker. Second one is really an interesting one where the speaker is just trying to one up the listeners. For instance, if someone says I lost 5 rupees and the speaker says, hey, you know what, that's nothing, I lost 100. They're just done to assert the social standing and again get the validation. Now the third type of conversation is where someone is just trying to present selective evidences and facts to dominate the conversation and establish superiority. But in contrast, a genuine conversation is a higher form of thought where both the participants are fully engaged and are trying to solve a problem together. It's like solving a problem together. And it's not about competition or validation, it's just about vulnerability and collaboration. And Dr. Peterson argues that having a genuine conversation can, number one, deepen your relationship, that's one, but the major advantage is it refines our knowledge. Because every time when we have this kind of conversation with someone, we learn a lot of things. And expanding our knowledge, knowing more things gives a more refined view of this world. And hence, the advice is assume whom you're speaking to, he knows something that you don't. Next up is be precise in your speech. Now, as human beings, we naturally abstract and simplify the world around us. For instance, when we look at computers, we don't consider all the intricate circuits, components, infrastructure, societal factors that make it possible. We simply see a device that allows us to watch videos, browse internet and do work, etc. Similarly, when we are looking at a friend, we don't analyze their myriad traits, their behaviors, or their personal history. We're just looking at someone we appreciate spending time with. And there's a good reason for that simplification, because complex thinking and detailed perception are physiologically demanding. They consume a lot of resources in our brain. Now, the key takeaway is that focus is a crucial differentiator. We should be specific about where we direct our energy and efforts. We should be precise in choosing our goals and articulating our thoughts clearly. By doing that, we can navigate through life more effectively, being exact in our speech because it's essential, as people often think abstractly. So clear and focused communication helps bridge the gap. In essence, being precise in our speech not only improves understanding but also enhances the relationships. Now, building on all the insight that we have seen, we'll finally move to a deeply emotional principle which says, pet a cat on the street when you encounter one. Now, here Dr. Peterson introduces us to a heart-wrenching story about his daughter, Mikalia, who was suffering from severe rheumatoid arthritis, a disorder which attacks joints and bones, and the medication and surgery for which was non-existent at that time. And witnessing a child in pain and feeling powerless to alleviate that is one of the most excruciating things for a parent. And throughout this ordeal, we are introduced to the concept of limitation. that we are beings of limitation. And that's what makes us human. That is, to find the strength to carry on despite these limitations is what gives life its meaning. Now, Dr. Peterson gives an advice of what to do in these times of hardship and pain, and one of which is take some time, fix some time, reserve some time in a day to talk about your illness or hardship. Focus rest of your time in your work or anything else. Just divert your attention. That's one. Second is cherishing small moments of joy in life. Say you encounter a pup or a kitten in the street, take a moment to pet it. And it's these moments, these collection of moments which bring solace and joy, which makes life worth living. And hence, pet a cat when you encounter one on the street, and it reminds us to be present, to open to small joys that life offers: a friendly smile, a beautiful sunset, or a gentle purring of a cat.